Okay, so I've been really freaking excited to make this video because it's really been a long time since my last city update, like 7 or 8 or maybe even 9 months. And I haven't really changed it in that time, which is why I haven't made a video. And obviously I have had an idea, otherwise I would not be making this video. And just to give you a hint, that idea starts with the new LEGO road system. I'm not going to make any promises, you get my drift. And the thing about this new LEGO road system is that it actually is only 16 studs wide instead of 32, which means that I would have a lot more space in here in the city in order to do things. And it also means I would have to rearrange these tables because if you think about it, this O orientation would no longer be the right shape for these base plates. Or I guess like not base plates, because that's kind of the point of them, isn't it? So yeah, not only that, but also my birthday and Christmas have passed since the filming of that video, and there's my Christmas presents. I'll get into them later. But I do want to take you guys through like what exactly I'm planning and what exactly is going to be happening here. The first thing I was going to show is all these creator houses, and 2 of them are new. The family home right here I actually bought from Bricks and Minifigs about a week ago. And dude, it's like freaking massive. There's a lot of space in here, and there's literally no furniture. The hillside house is an interesting story because I got this for Christmas this year from my parents. It's technically used, but the person on Bricklink who sold it to us had never opened the bags. So I guess like somebody had broken the seals on the box but never ended up building it. It's like all the poly bags inside were still completely sealed. And so this set, as you can kind of tell, is still like shiny new. There's no dust on it whatsoever. Another thing I need to put in the city is the bookshop right there, which I got for my birthday, and I built that in a video. You can check it out if you want. But yeah, I need to get that in the city somewhere along with the other modulars. So I need to make space for 3 new full base plates, and also I might have to think about the roads. As you can see, the road is just kind of the exposed table right now, and I don't really like how that looks. I think it would be a lot better if we had a proper road. And since I want to try a couple of these new roads out, I need to somehow figure out how to lay out my city that works with this new road. And since I put 3 base plates on each of these tables, it's going to mess it up when there's only 2.5. And to make up for that difference, I'm going to completely rearrange the city.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Okay, it's been at least 2 seconds since the last clip, and I came downstairs this morning and noticed they stole my top LEGO city. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. It's all down here. You know, when I was getting all of it off the tables, I did not realize there was quite this much. Like, how did we get here? Anyways, my plan for today is to try and figure out what the best orientation for these tables is, because I really don't like how they just have like gaps between them, and I don't think that we're going to need an access hole with the size of the city as it is right now. Okie dokie, so I made even more progress off camera, where I figured out kind of how I'm going to lay out the tables. As you can see, it's kind of like before, but without the access hole in the middle, and there is still a big mess on the floor, so yeah, that's not exactly fixed yet. But I'm going to work on that probably tomorrow. So far I've just kind of started laying things out as placeholders. The corner garage is probably going to stay right there. I like where that looks, but I don't know about the other modulars. And I know for a fact that I'm not going to be using these road plates here because, like I said, I want to switch to the new road plates. These are just placeholders because I don't have the new ones yet. In fact, this is kind of funny because it's actually the only road plates that I do have, and that's obviously not enough to cover the entire city. For the back area, I'm not exactly sure because I know I want to have some sort of like military base or government building or something back there, and I also want to have a park somewhere, so I kind of think that maybe this would be a good spot for a park, but I also don't know if that's a good spot because it's like right next to the military base. Anyway, I'm super happy with how the tables are lining up right now because, as you can see, there's not really much of a gap between the tables, and they're actually almost completely level. I kind of like adjusted the legs a little bit. The only thing that's not really level is this, which is a little bit farther down in the middle than it is on the edges. In fact, the edge over here is a little bit uneven on the other way. So like right here, this is higher than this, but if we move it down, then it actually becomes the other way where this is lower than this. I know that shot was out of focus, but you get what I mean. Oh, also, last thing, I did say I was going to show you guys my Christmas presents earlier, so let's do that. Number 1 is the hillside house, which I already built and showed off earlier in the video. The second major thing I got was the Caterham 7620R, which is actually a LEGO idea set, and this is brand new and sealed. I think this was retired maybe a year or 2 ago, but my mom found it new on Amazon for not even very expensive. I'm probably going to be building this live on stream, so subscribe if you haven't already and would like to tune into a live build where things always seem to go very wrong.
I ate a bowl of drywall for breakfast.
The final thing, and also the largest thing, is this Technic Land Rover Defender. I might make this into its own video because I've never owned a large Technic set before. I checked Brickset before filming this. Apparently I've owned 2 Technic sets, and both of them were about 200 pieces each. So stepping up to 2,600 pieces is a little bit of a jump. So yeah, these 3 sets is basically what I got. But enough of Christmas presents, this is a city update. Let's get back to the city. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that montage. As you can see, I've gotten a little bit more done afterwards. And actually, I should show you everything because I'm kind of excited. So the way this ended up working out is that there's this kind of L-shaped main street here with all the modular buildings, and then over in here and stuff is like all the smaller creator. Yeah, so over there you have like the mini modular sort of creator sets, and then, oh, that was my brother playing around with stuff. I think he was just doing that to be funny. This is a Mega Block set for those of you that don't know. But then over here you have this kind of suburban street with the family home and the hillside house that are both new. And then this street just kind of goes around. There's a suburban house that I still haven't made a video on, even though I made it like 4 years ago or something. And then oh yeah, over here. So the plan for over here is still kind of mixed. I'm not sure. This is going to be like a space base sort of thing, and then I'm also going to try to have sort of a military base, and then the park will just be a path with some trees going behind the modulars. I'm not sure. I do intend to have one of the new roads, the 16 wide ones, over here, and then another one over here. I actually intend to use those for the entire city, as I've mentioned a few times. So then other than these 3 tables, we also have this 4th table over here, which is kind of like the industrial area, and also the beach, which is right here. And then the docks kind of blends the two. There's like the wind turbine, the gas station, the mechanic shop, which I'm not done with. And then, yeah, it's just kind of like a mix. So I am obviously leaving space for the new roads. These take up a lot less space, which means I can fit a lot more buildings. And I feel like this type of street does not need to be 32 wide anyway, so I'm just going to use not this kind. Speaking of which, I did get a couple of the new roads, which will probably be in the next city update. These are just some bare plates that I put down for scale, and so you can kind of see what that's going to look like. I'm going to have to raise up all of these just by a little bit, and I did make a video about how to do that, so check that out if you're interested. But yeah, I don't know, I guess this is going to be kind of the end of the video since we have made a lot of progress in this video. We kind of like completely tore down and rearranged the city. So I guess like subscribe if you want to see more of this. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see like upcoming, like when I'm actually going to be releasing videos, because I don't really have a way to announce that right now. I did really enjoy making this video though. Hopefully more city content like this in the future. Thanks for watching. See ya. Definitely not. They would never talk about drywall on HGTV. Just
no,
it's
that's way too spicy. I mean, honestly, we might suffer demonetization by uttering it this many times.
By uttering drywall.
you just always wondered like what your house was covered with, but then
yeah,
you finally figured it out.
It's the second talk that they don't warn you about. There's the birds and the bees, and then there's the drywall conversation.
You've gone through the rite of passage to understand what drywall is.
Yeah, he can hear the word drywall now. The 3 Ds, deprivation, death,
death, and drywall.